Welcome to another art craft. So it's the end of April and the sun is shining and all the trees are coming out in leaves, aren't they? And it's looking beautiful out there. I'm sure you've been to the park and had lots of time to play. So we've had a story about a man whom Jesus found, and he was called Zacchaeus, and he was a man that not many people liked, but that Jesus said he loved him. And Jesus was very kind to him. But where did he find him? He found him hiding in a tree. So we're going to make a tree today with a little man hiding in. Right. So we will need some brown paper, some white paper, some green paper, any colour you like, some scissors and some glue, and some colouring pens as well. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do is to make our tree trunk. So we can start off with the brown piece of paper. Okay, so you can either have some help with this or you might be able to manage it by yourself. We're going to use our hands. So we're going to put our hands about that far down so we've got a tree trunk, and then put our fingers out like that so they look like the branches of a tree. And we're going to draw all the way around like this. Take your time. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be all knobbly and wobbly like the tree and their branches. All the way down. There we go. That just needs cutting out with a pair of scissors. Okay, so I'm sure you can either do that yourself or have some help. And we'll put that to one side and show you the one that I've already done. Here is my hand. Now it already looks a bit creased and rough like the bark of a tree. What we can do, you can have a good old scrunch just like that, scrunch it up nice and tight, and then very carefully open it again. Very careful with the fingers, straighten them out nicely, and then that looks so much more like a tree trunk now. It's all rough and knobbly and cracked, and that is just perfect for our tree trunk. So you get the white piece of paper, and then what we'll do is we will glue that onto there. So we need plenty of glue, but I'm just going to put a little bit on because I'm just showing you this quickly for today. But you can put lots of glue on, and make sure you put glue on the fingers as well, like that. I've not done them all, but there we go. I'm sure you'll do a much better job. So put the bottom of the tree at the bottom of the paper and gently spread the branches up like that. That one we can put some glue on, can't we? And the ones that are sticking out, we can put some glue on there. Now, all we need on that tree is some leaves. So, how do we get the leaves out of our green piece of paper? The easiest way to do it, to get lots of leaves at once, is to cut a strip out of your green paper like that, and then to fold your strip forwards and backwards, and then again forwards and backwards all the way along until we have a zigzag strip like that. There we go. Fold it together, and what we need now is the shape of a leaf. And a good way to get a shape of the leaf is if you can go to your... Oh, where is my leaf? I had a leaf from the garden and I was drawing around the leaf from the garden, and I'll show you what I've done. There is the leaf from the garden. And I've drawn all the way around it because that makes it so much easier to do the shape. So you start a point at either end, you go all the way around and then all the way around, and then what you need to do is cut out that shape. But if you get a leaf from your garden that you can use to draw around it, then you've got a nice shape all ready to go. And here are some leaves I've cut out before already to stick on our tree. These are tissue paper leaves, so they're very thin. And they're very difficult to pick up sometimes. They're a bit wobbly, a bit floppy around. So then with our picture, you then need to put lots of glue around, and then you can put your leaves on your trees. You can have, if you've got different colour green, that's even better. You can mix them up and you can have smaller leaves and bigger leaves, whichever you like, and as many as you like. So this is one that we've almost finished. Here we go. This is the one we've already done our but you could hardly see that it was a hand, but it works well as a tree, and we put lots of leaves on. And who is that? We have got a little man hiding in the tree, and this is the man called Zacchaeus, who Jesus called down from the tree. Now I cut him out from one of the colouring sheets that we've got on the ARC Facebook page today, and I coloured him in and stuck him in the tree. But if you wanted to, you could put a photograph of yourself on there. If you've got one that's on paper that you could cut out, you could pop yourself in the tree if you wanted to. Now I think the last thing this picture needs at the bottom is a little bit of grass. So just as we did the leaves there, we could cut out a strip, maybe a little bit narrower, a little bit thinner, and we could make some grass along the bottom. And the way to do that would be to get your scissors and to cut some little slits all the way along like that. So you've cut some slits along. You can probably do them a little bit deeper, and that makes it looks a bit like grass at the top. And then you can glue that along the bottom. I'll put some glue on now. Again, use more glue than I do because you've got much more time, I'm sure, to do a really proper job. We can stick the glue on the bottom. We can then just take off our extra bit that we don't need. And how can this picture help us remember the story? And the main point of the story is that Jesus loves us all. Whoever we are, whether we're good or bad, Jesus loves us all. Whoever is hiding in the tree, Jesus loves us all. So if you could help either get your older friend or your grown-up who's helping you to write Jesus loves me, and we can stick that all the way along the bottom with some spare white paper. And then when you look at the picture, and you look at the picture of Zacchaeus hiding in the tree, and you remember the story, you remember that Jesus loves you. And that is the most important thing we can remember from this story. Bye for now.